Tom, what memory sticks out in your mind of decades of doing these press junkets?
Oh, boy.
Do you ever just, does your brain go mush sometimes?
It does. It
Really?
does. And halfway through talking to someone, I think, did I just tell this little story to this person? You know, as a comic, sometimes I go on the road and might do 2 shows in a night. And it's happened before where I'm in the middle of a story in the second show and go, wait a minute, this sounds very familiar. I have to ask the audience, I'm sorry, but did I just tell, you know, but in these, you know, as you start getting up to 40 and 50 of these, you know, your brain is much, and then you start making stuff up at a certain point.
So what have you made up?
Well, the worst thing ever happened in one of these. I did a movie called 9 Months.
Sure.
With Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
And Hugh Grant was in the next room, and I was in this room. And then it was getting boring, so he'd come into my room and say things. And so interrupt my interviews. So he came in once and said, who's getting the hookers tonight, Tom? And he was standing right here, and I go, I don't know, you always get the hookers. Oh, you do. A little fun thing. They'll never play that on TV, right? Unless one of us gets arrested with a hooker that night, which is what happened to Hugh Grant. So it was a little ironic. So the next day on the news, they've got that clip of him, you know, and that happened in this hotel many years ago. That was the worst thing, poor guy.
Let's turn it around. What kind of a driver are you, Tom?
I'm a pretty good driver. I'm a little, not anxious, but, you know, I get a little impatient. You know, you drive around Beverly Hills. I tell you, these rich people don't use their turning signals. They're above it. You know what I mean? And I got a big Escalade. I just want to crush their friggin' cars. You know, and it hasn't happened yet. But, you know, the only accidents I've had have been going around people or, you know.
So you've had a dose of road rage?
Yeah.
Is it hard to be road rager when you're famous?
Well, it should be. And my wife gets very up because I will stop. I mean, if somebody does, I will get out because I'm from Iowa. I used to work in a meat packing. My wife's like, "Are you insane? Why are you?" There's people. I carry a bat in my car. I have a little that I got from Dax about 10 years ago, and I carry that thing, you know, because first might have a gun, you got to have a bat.
Right.
Because, you know, it's better to have a bat.
There's
than a
been
gun.
altercations, Tom?
Yeah, there's been some threats of altercation where I've said, "You better get back in your fucking car, buddy." You know,
the statute of limitations has run out. Give me the story. I love this.
Okay. There's been the worst altercations I've had have been trying to help people who were, let's say, people will say to me, "Hey, my brother is really in trouble. He's using a lot of drugs. Would you go over to the house and try to talk him into going to rehab?" So I take my bat. I don't try to talk him into rehab. I break into this house. And I say, "You're going to fucking rehab. I either beat the shit out of you and throwing you in my trunk, or you can sit in the seat. You're going." And I used to do that a lot until I got sued a couple, 3 years ago. But that's how I did my personal interventions.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. God dang it, I need more time with you. Tom, thanks a lot for giving it over. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy.
Right on, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you. That was fun.